Hello guys, how are you all? This is Pragya and today we are going to prepare the banking and financial awareness portion in the form of multiple choice questions. And here we are preparing for the upcoming Union Bank of India's local bank officer exam. Okay, 2024. So yes, if you are interested, then of course you can check out the description box because Knowledgist is offering you all a complete new crash course. In this crash course, we will be providing you proper classes for Union Bank Local Bank Officer 2024. In this, you would be getting 400 plus classes where live classes would be there along with recorded sessions would also be there. 40 plus mock tests would be there, 5,000 plus banking MCQs, and of course, one-on-one expert faculty would be there presently for you all. All these subjects would be covered properly. So yes, if you are keen to prepare for this particular LBO exam in an proficient manner, then you can check out the description box and go through the link. Otherwise, if you are having any sort of query, any question, then you can, of course, contact us on a direct basis using our WhatsApp number. Okay. So now let us not waste much time of ours and start with very first question of the day. What is it asking? So today's very first question is important yet lengthy. But yeah, it is asking the Reserve Bank of India's annual report 2023-24 has projected India's GDP growth for 2024-25 at 7%. Okay. In our previous session also, we have covered this segment of question where we did study that RBI's annual report for 2023-24 has projected that India's GDP growth for the financial year 24, it is going to be at 7%. Now, what is this question asking? It is asking, as per RBI's annual report 2023-24, its income was for financial year 24. See, previously we came to know that 7% was India's GDP growth for financial year 25. If you talk about RBI's annual report, now they are asking, if you again go through this particular RBI's annual report of 2023-24, then what was the income for financial year 24? So currently, friends, we are having 5 options. Is it option 1, that is rupees 1,85,142.18 crores. Option 2, that is rupees 2,75,572.32 crore. Option 3, that is rupees 1,62,032.08 crores. Option 4, which is saying rupees 2,10,874 crores, or option 5, that is rupees 1,48,037.04 crores. So, friends, which option according to you would be the correct one? Should it be option 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Giving you 5 seconds. If anyone is having any sort of idea, then at least do try to answer it out. Which option should be the correct one? Okay, great. So this time, of course, the correct option is 2. Which means, according to Reserve Bank of India's annual report of financial year 23, it has been released and obviously has been presented to the central government under the section 53 part 2 of RBI Act 1934. Clear? Now, in this RBI's annual report, it has showed that India's economy is likely to grow at 7%, which is the GDP growth for the financial year 24. And of course, this will be the third successive year of 7% or above growth. Now, if we particularly talk about the income generation, then according to this RBI's report, it indicates 17% increase in financial year 24 income, because now it has reached to this much amount. And of course, apart from it, they are telling us the expenditure as well, which is being provided in this report, that the expenditure on the other hand has been decreased or like declined by 56.3%. It has now come up to rupees 64,694.33 crore. Previously, it was how much? Rupees 1,48,037.04 crore in financial year 2023. See, you have to remember the GDP growth. Okay, that is 7% for financial year 24. Then you have to remember this amount, which is the income of financial year 24. And in case you are not getting able to remember this whole comparison thing when we talk about expenditure, okay, then you will be remembering that how much it has been decreased or declined by. So expenditure has been declined in financial year 24 by 56.3%. And what is the new and the current exact one? That is rupees 64,694.33 crores. Clear? So now, okay. So now, friends, coming up with next question, which is asking, in May 2024, Reserve Bank of India moved 100 metric tons or 1 lakh kg of gold stored in dash country to domestic vaults in financial year 24. So, what is it asking? Question is simply asking us out. If we talk about May 2024, then Reserve Bank of India has done a new change, which is the movement of 100 metric tons or 1 lakh kg of gold, which was stored in any particular different country rather than India, any foreign country, right? So now it has been moved into the domestic vaults in financial year 24. So previously, this whole 100 metric tons of gold was being stored in Germany, United States of America, UK, option 4, that is Switzerland, or option 5, that is France. So which option should be the correct one this time? Anyone is having any idea? What should it be? Anyone? Giving you 5 seconds. Think about it. Yes, great. This time, dear, the correct answer would be option 3. That is United Kingdom. Which means this Reserve Bank of India's new decision of moving 100 metric tons or 1 lakh kg of gold, which was stored in UK, to the domestic vault span financially 24, it marks a significant shift in gold storage, of course, because this much amount of gold, this much quantity of gold, of course, it is very, you can be calling it like a huge amount, okay? A huge quantity of gold, which was being shifted into the domestic vaults. Now, it marks the first time since 1991 that India has moved such a heavy scale of gold. Do remember this one. And more than half of RBI's gold holdings are kept in safe custody with the BIS, that is Bank of International Settlements and Bank of England. Do remember this also. So this very first para is same from the question. So there is nothing new you have to remember from this one. You just have to remember that this has been moved from UK to the domestic world. And second para is saying this was like the very first time since 1991 that India has moved such a heavy scale of gold. Clear? Now, why this last para is important to remember? This is important to remember because it is telling the amount, like how much amount of RBI's gold holdings are kept outside. So, it is being kept in safe custody with BIS and Bank of England. Coming up with next question, which is asking, which company has recently launched its finance app in beta version for daily finances and digital banking? So, is it Tata Motors Finance, Muthoot Finance Limited, Piramal Capital and Housing Finance, Geo Financial Services, or option 5, that is Aditya Birla Finance Limited? So, which among these 5 is that particular company? What has it done? It has launched its very own finance app in its beta version. Okay. And it is being launched to enhance or undergo daily finances along with digital banking. So which option is the correct one? Anyone is having any idea? Have 5 seconds. Think about it. What should it be, dear? I'm not going to interrupt in between. Go through the question, the options. We are currently having 5 options here. Okay, so great. This time, dear, the correct answer would be option 4. That is Geo Financial Services. So this Geo Financial Services, what is it? It is the financial services arms of Reliance Industries Limited. What has it done? It has launched its Geo Finance app in beta mode. And reason is to offer a cutting-edge platform for daily finances and digital banking. Now, what is new about this particular app, this beta version? What was the need? So, this app integrates digital banking, firstly, then it integrates unified payments interface, UPI transactions, okay? Then it also undergoes bill settlements and insurance advisory is also being provided in this app. Apart from it, it also offers a consolidated view of accounts and savings and all within an intuitive and user-friendly interface. So from these two para, what the basic information which we came to know that Geo Financial Services is that particular company that has launched its Geo Finance app in beta mode. Now, what was the need? Need was to offer cutting-edge platform for two purposes. First was daily finance and second was of digital banking. Now, if we talk what was something new about this beta version of Geo Finance app, so this app will be providing you digital banking, UPI transactions, bill settlements, insurance advisory. Along with it, it will be providing you a consolidated mannered view of the accounts and savings. Clear? Now, next question is asking, which organization has recently in May 2024 launched the settlement calculator to enhance transparency and simplify the process of determining the indicative settlement amount? So question is simple yet important. It is asking you the name of that organization that has launched settlement calculator, and it is being launched to enhance transparency and simplify the process of determining indicative settlement amount. So is it option 1, that is International Financial Services Centers Authority, option 2, IRDAI, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, option 3, Reserve Bank of India, option 4, Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority, or option 5, that is SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India. So which one is the correct option this time? Anyone is having any idea? Think about it. Question is simple, as I'm saying, yet it is important. Have 5 seconds, think about it. Go through the question, the options. Sometimes whenever we try to figure out the correct answer, and we do go like from these options again and again on a regular basis, like 2 to 3 times. So our inner selves also provide us with the answer in itself. Because from here also, not every organization which is being mentioned from these 5 options, they are not having same work. Their working is different, their motive is different, their aim and the goal behind their firstly establishment is also different. So on that basis, do try to reply it out. The name of that particular organization that would be most like optimum or prominent to provide or launch this settlement calculator. So this time, dear, the correct option is SEBI. That is option 5, Securities and Exchange Board of India, which means this SEBI has launched a beta version of settlement calculator. It is being launched to enhance transparency and simplify the process of determining indicative settlement amount. Apart from it, it guides users to calculate indicative settlement amounts subject to modifications by SEBI committees. And how was this calculator being made? So this calculator is being made by the computation matrix provided in Schedule 2 of SEBI Regulations of 2018. Do remember this one. In this, applicants can identify specific violations and select appropriate options which are based on SEBI's already registered or the past regulatory track record, and if there are any sort of ongoing proceedings. So this is all about the need of this beta version of settlement calculator. Who has been provided? SEBI has been provided. SEBI has been launched this particular calculator. And how was it being computed? So it was made under the computation metrics being provided in Schedule 2 of the SEBI Regulation 2018. Clear? Now, next question is asking, in May 2024, Moody's ratings projected India's gross domestic product to grow by 6.8% in 2024 and this much percent in 2025. So, in 2024, it was 6.8%. In 2025, how much should it be? Simply, they are asking it out. So, should it be 6.2%, 6.5%, 6.4%, 6.3%, or option 5? That is 6.8%. So, which option here is the correct one? What should it be? See, whenever, like, if I would be thinking, like, the India's GDP, which is being provided or like projected by Moody's ratings in like for 2025, it is like in between 6% range it is. Then look at the options. Every damn option is 6 point something, 6 point something, 6 point something. So until or unless you are not like keen or like willing to go with the most optimum or in proficient manner to remember it out, you are not going able to identify the correct option and go with the correct option. It is impossible, next to impossible. Because such options, whenever the options of numerical digits are being provided, they are so confusing. If you are not having any idea, you won't be able to correct it out. So try to revise these things. That is the best manner you can be remembering it out. So this time here, the correct answer is 6.5%, which means this Moody's Ratings Global Macro Outlook 2024-25, it has projected India's GDP to grow by 6.8% in 2024 and it is 6.5% in 2025. See, it basically attributes to strong economic expansion and post-election policy continuity. And apart from it, Moody's anticipates that Indian economy should register 6 to 7% annual real GDP growth. Apart from it, this is important, India's real GDP surged to 77.7% in 2023, which is driven by the basic reason behind it, the robust government capital spending and manufacturing activity. And apart from it, despite sporadic food price pressures, the inflation eases to 4.8% in headline and 3.2% in core in April 2024. So from here, we came to know the GDP for 2024. Apart from it, we came to know the GDP for 2025, the reason behind this increment in GDP, and Moody has also anticipated that Indian economy should register how much annual real GDP growth, and then they also talked about the inflation, which is easing to 4.8% headline and 3.2% core in April 2024. Yeah. Now, next question is asking, in May 2024, Adani International Ports Holdings Private Limited signed a 30-year concession agreement to operate and manage Container Terminal 2 at the Dar es Salaam port in Dash. So question is simply talking about May month of 2024, that Adani International Ports Holdings Private Limited, what has it done? It has signed a 30-year concession agreement. And it is being signed to operate and manage Container Terminal 2, that is CT2, at the Dar es Salaam port. And this port is being situated in Mauritius, Iran, Myanmar, Tanzania, or option 5, that is Sri Lanka. So which one is the correct option? Anyone? Giving you 5 seconds, think about it. Which one should be the correct option? Okay. So this time, dear, the correct option would be option 4. That is Tanzania. Which means AIBPS, that is Adani International Ports Holdings Private Limited, it has signed a 30-year concession agreement with the Tanzania Ports Authority to operate and manage Container Terminal 2 at the Dar es Salaam port in Tanzania. See, if anyone is having any idea where this Dar es Salaam port is, then if you are not having any sort of idea regarding this AIPH being signing a 30-year concession agreement with TPA, rather than it also, you would be getting able to go with the correct answer, right? So do remember where is Dar es Salaam? So this Dar es Salaam port is being situated in Tanzania. And this port, why? What was the basic reason behind the choosing of this particular port only? So this Dar es Salaam port is a gateway port with a well-connected network of roadways and railways. Sorry. And this was the basic reason behind the option of Dar es Salaam port to be using for this operation and management of container terminal 2, that is CT2. Now, with 4 berths, CT2 can handle 1,020,000 equivalent unit of cargo annually, and it handled 0.82 million TEU of containers in 2023, which is estimated to be 83% of Tanzania's total container volumes. Clear? Now, coming up with next question. Which bank or association has recently in June 2024 launched a website named Bank Clinic to guide retail customers about their rights and remedies? Question is simply asking you the name of that bank or association. What has it done? It has launched a website. The name of this website is Bank Clinic, and it is being launched to guide retail customers about their rights and remedies. Is it Indian Banks Association, State Bank of India, Indian Overseas Bank, All India Bank Employees Association, or option 5, Indian Bank? So which is the correct option this time? Anyone? Have 5 seconds. Think about it. Go through the question. Try to figure out the correct option. I'm not going to interrupt in between. Okay. So this time, dear, the correct answer would be option 4. That is All India Bank Employees Association, which means All India Bank Employees Association, which is the oldest and largest trade union of bank employees. What has it done? It has launched a bank clinic. This is an exclusive website in Mumbai, Maharashtra. See, this is a complaint redressal platform to guide retail customers about their rights and remedies. And apart from it, this website is dedicated to promote financial literacy. It provides customers with information, knowledge, guidance on policies which are governing services. Clear? Now, next question is asking, according to the provisional estimates of annual gross domestic product for the financial year 24, which was released by NSO. What is NSO? National Statistical Office. And this office comes under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. As per NSO's provisional estimates, real GDP is expected to grow at how much percent in financial year 24? 7.5%, 8.2%, 9.6%, 7.2%, or option 5, that is 7.8%. Which is the correct option? Anyone? Anyone? Giving you 5 seconds. Think about it. Okay, great. So this time, dear, the correct option would be option 2. That is 8.2%. Which means on 31st May 2024, this National Statistical Office, which comes under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, what has it done? It released the provisional estimates of annual GDP for financial year 24 and quarterly estimates of GDP for quarter 4 of financial year 24. Like these both at constant and current prices. See, this real GDP at constant price is set to reach a level of rupees 173.82 lakh crore in financial year 24. And if we talk about the very first revised estimates of GDP for financial year 23, it was lesser than it because it was just rupees 160.71 lakhs crore. This is important to remember. Real GDP is expected to grow at 8.2% in financial year 24. Previously, it was 7.0% in financial year 23. And India's GDP growth rate in quarter 4 financial year 24 was 7.8%. And GVA, which is gross value added, is estimated to grow at 6.3%. Remember this also, that the per capita national income increased from rupees 99,404 at financial year 23 and to rupees 1,06,744 in financial year 24. Clear? Next question is asking, which country has stopped the foreign direct investment to India with USD 11.77 billion in financial year 24, as per the Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade data? So is it Japan, United States of America, Mauritius, Singapore, or option 5, that is Netherlands? So question is simply asking you out the name of that particular country that has stopped FDI to India with USD 11.77 billion in financial year 24 as per DPIIT data. Which one should be the correct one? Should it be option 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5? Anyone? Okay, great. So this time, dear, the correct option would be option 4. That is Singapore. So according to the latest data which was released by DPIIT, what is DPIIT? It is Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. It comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India, of course. So according to this, India received the highest FDI from Singapore in financial year 23. Despite FDI equity inflows into the country, it decreased by about 3.5% in financial year 24 from USD 46.03 billion to USD 44.42 billion, and it is due to global economic uncertainties. Clear? So yes, from here, what is the basic information which we have to remember is this data is being released by Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, and it comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It is giving us the information that India is receiving or has received highest FDI from Singapore in financial year 24. Okay. So now, friends, that's all for today's session. We will be meeting tomorrow with further questions. Till then, if you are interested, then you can check out the description box and prepare for this upcoming Union Bank of India's LBO exam. And till then, take care of yourselves. Do like, share, and subscribe our channel. And be with us for further informations and further study material. Okay. So signing off, Pragya this side. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.